in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast." I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, "Oh, they were all this easy," because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
Stiff-armed him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They run it again with Williams. Gets past one man, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Stidham. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Williams not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Stidham. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw is Stidham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Stidham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And again, back to Kmet. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10, and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Stidham. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right. A beautiful fake. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half. Range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field in Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Stidham. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. To return is Taylor. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fields on first down. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stidham from the shotgun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Taylor on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Stidham's throw caught here by Dulcich. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now Stidham, off play action. Here's a diving catch right side. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Stidham to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. An 7-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And firing a deep ball for Komet. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fields, we know, has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there is a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Caught right side. It's Lewis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Stidham going back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Now Stidham. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Stidham on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Stidham. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games.